Right after the beat.
Hey, that was my beat. I can't do two things at once.
Yeah. Hey everybody!
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody!
What happened to energy?
Energy.
Yeah.
There she is.
Found her.
Welcome back.
You shove food in your mouth.
Yeah, that's very...
Yeah,
Yeah, finish your snacks and then you can start.
We'll restart.
Yeah.
Hey everybody!
Hey everybody.
Hey everybody!
Cough.
Welcome back to the King of the Bean. I'm getting over an illness. How are you?
Are you... We're doing it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is natural. I'm surprised I haven't coughed more today, to be honest. I've been dying recently.
You were safe, huh?
I was sick not the past week, but the week before. And you know how coughs linger.
Mm-hmm. Like a bad cold, am I right?
Anyway, I wanted to talk about weddings and marriage. Excuse me.
Wow. Got a lot going on today.
Yeah. Anyway, so we just went to our cousin's wedding recently in March.
2 months ago.
Recently.
2 months ago.
We were going to talk about it earlier, and then we thought about having a guest on, but it didn't work out, so you just get the three of us today. And I hope we're enough.
Maybe.
Are we enough?
Why are you asking him?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't said anything.
He's part of it.
Yeah, I'm part of it. I'm here.
Of course he's going to say yes.
I'm listening. I'm waiting for you to introduce us to the question topic at hand.
I just did.
I know, but like to ask us the questions.
Okay.
This is a weird one.
Yeah, you... Okay.
I'm waiting. Okay.
While your head can touch all the way to the beanbag while you're sitting on it, can you do that?
I'm not gonna try.
But what do you think?
No.
Okay, same.
Okay.
It just surprised me. He went all the way. He's like one of those little birds. You know that like dips in the water?
The close, yeah. Anyways.
Go again.
So yeah, weddings.
The wedding.
They're a thing.
Marriage.
So, first of all, congratulations to our cousin Anya and her wonderful husband Pietro. And yeah, so let's get into it.
Let's jump.
So we'll start off with what weddings have you been to?
Have you been to a wedding, Josh?
I've been to like 2 weddings that I can remember off the top of my head. And the first one that I went to was my eldest brother's wedding. And I remember fondly, not because of the wedding, but because for whatever reason that day, I woke up, cricked in my neck, and this is the whole day that I was at.
Really?
Yeah, my neck was just at an angle.
Ouch.
Throughout
Can you
the whole
remember
day.
that fondly?
Well.
Not fondly, but I remember it
Well, you
vividly.
said fondly.
Yeah.
Vividly.
Vividly is
Good
the word I
word.
wanted to use.
Gotcha.
Good
Fondly, yeah, I loved it.
Well,
It was great.
that's why I was confused.
I understand. Loved it. No, it was terrible. I was like this the whole day, and then I went to like a masseuse to like get it done so it can be at a straight angle. It helped a little bit, but it didn't help a lot because every time we walking around the
Christmas.
this reception area or whatever the fuck, what is it called? Where you have the wedding party? Not
Yeah, the reception.
Okay, the reception thing. Yeah, where you have the reception. I was like walking around. I guess I was walking around with a slight angle, and everyone's like,
Okay.
Are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like, why? It's like, you're kind of like this. It's like, oh, I woke up with a crick in my neck. It's like, it was really bad. And, you know, The wedding stops for no one. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, except for the bride and groom, but yeah.
Yeah.
It would stop for them.
But, no, because when you said finally, I thought you were going to say something like, yeah, I woke up with my crick in my neck. I had the best neck crack that I just felt like every, like, bad sensation leave my body.
Oh, no. I felt like if I were to break my neck in that sense, I would break my neck.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
It was that much
It just
tension.
felt that delicate.
Yeah. It was pretty bad.
That sounds pretty bad.
But yeah, that's...
What else do you remember about the wedding?
I took care of everyone's kids.
Oh.
Literally everyone's
How
kids.
old were you when he got married?
13.
You got married? Who's getting married?
His brother?
I know,
Oh.
but you did say you.
Yeah. Like, Josh isn't married yet.
How old were you when he got married?
Yeah. I understand what you're trying to say. I was gonna go through that.
Because I think I was going to say when you were at the wedding and then...
It got mixed up. I get it. I understood what you're saying. I was gonna
He
go
understood
over
the
it.
assignment.
Yeah. Someone has to always interrupt about it though.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, 13, 14. It's normally this guy.
I was just saying, I'm not allowed to ask clarifying questions.
So yeah, I was like 13 or 14 or whatever.
Objective.
And yeah, I was just taking care of everyone's kids.
I see.
I got a nice like 10D from someone, got a 15 from another person.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, people give you food, and no, it's payment. I mean, you could get paid in tenders.
Yeah.
I would.
I got a $5 from someone.
Oh, they paid you to watch their kids?
Yeah, they weren't going into it thinking that way. They're just like, here, you deserve this.
He got a tip for his good service.
Yeah,
Oh, good job.
all the kids were well behaved. They all ate
Yeah.
and interacted with each other.
Well, that's good.
Were there a lot of kids?
Yeah.
Was it a big wedding?
No. It was probably like for like a 13-year-old. However, I was the oldest one there, and I was probably taking care of maybe like 10 kids.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, for one person. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I got unintentionally tipped for all of them. So that was nice.
Nice, dude.
That was the only nice thing about that, besides the neck pain.
Because how big?
The size of that thing?
Yeah,
How big would you say the wedding was?
probably like 100 people.
That's not that. That's like a mid-size.
Yeah.
Anya's wedding was about that big.
Yeah.
So there was that wedding, and then the only other wedding that I've been to was my friend Edgar, his brother, when he got married. We were there because my brother Art is best friends with Edgar's brother. Juan, yeah. So they're besties. So we were invited to the wedding, and regardless of, I was probably gonna end up to the wedding either way because they like to say that I was the reason why they got together, and I take credit even though that's not true. But I'll take it.
Why is it your fault?
Oh, because we used to go hiking. I love hiking. We used to go hiking, and he would always talk about this one girl at work, Juan, and he's like, yeah, like this. She's like, we like talk all the time. It's like, I don't know if I should ask her out on a date or what. It's like, do it, man. Do it. Like 100% do it. And I'm like 16 or whatever when he's having this whole thing. He's like my brother Art's age or whatever at the time. So I'm just like, yeah, just do it, man. Like, what's the worst thing that can happen? She says no, now you figure it out. And if you guys are good friends, you know, you guys can continue to be good friends. Like, there's nothing bad against that. You just put that out in the open now, which can be awkward for some people. I get that, but that's a risk you gotta take.
Mm-hmm.
And then from that hike, he decided to ask her out.
And they got married.
And then they got married.
And
Yeah,
they had baby.
yeah. And I was not named after any of the kids.
Rude. Wow.
Didn't they name one after your brother?
Yeah, his name is Arthur.
But you're the reason why. The reason
Is you.
Yeah. No, I get it. You know, I brought it up. I was like,
The
I'm
name's not even like Arthur Joshua.
I'm not or Josh or anything. Like, I'm not even a middle name.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah. But it's whatever. They're
Honestly.
nice.
Yeah.
Not that nice, obviously.
But I remember that wedding because of that reason, and it was like the family members and everyone was like very like not dancing.
That was our experience.
Throughout the wedding. So it was me and then
Was the music also only country?
No. it was a lot of Spanish banda music.
Yeah.
Which is not everyone's cup of tea. which is surprising because that was everyone there who would probably love it. Anyways, but it was me and then my friend Tony. He was there at the wedding too, and at some point he goes up to the DJ and he's like, okay, I need you to play Bringing Sexy Back. And then the DJ started playing that, and then he looks at me, he's like, Josh, you coming with me? It's like, what are we doing? It's like, the dance floor.
We're bringing sexy back.
It's like, we're going on the dance floor. It's like, alright, I'm down. And it was just like the most like impromptu dance like choreography that we had. At the end, everyone's like, that was really good. Where did that come from? It's like, I don't know. Just following it. Just feeling this.
When did you learn to dance? 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago. I'm very good at looking at someone and be like, I can kind of do that. And yeah, those were my experience at the weddings.
Also, only been to 2 weddings.
Uh-huh.
One of them was my aunt's, her second wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We were asked to be the ring bearers and we said no.
I don't remember anything
How old were you?
about it. Like 4.
5.
Oh, okay.
Did we really say no?
Ballpark.
Yeah, we were like
It's like how games
scared
play.
to be in front of people.
Sure.
I'm surprised they didn't just make us.
Right?
Isn't that the adult thing?
Yeah.
Just make the kids do
Yeah,
it.
they don't know it any better.
I remember that, but I also remember Mom telling me at one point that we were like, yeah, no thanks. Which is why we weren't allowed to be in the limo. Because we weren't part of the wedding part.
That's right. We didn't get to be in the limo. We weren't cool.
Interesting.
And Mom and Dad wouldn't go in the limo because we weren't in the limo. So.
Yeah.
And then I also remember we didn't get to go to the reception. They put us in like this children's room in like somebody's
I remember
house
that
or
too,
something like that, and we were watched over by like one of the teenagers or something.
Sure. It's a role I know very well.
And I remember, I think at one point we all snuck out to go get snacks from the party.
Just there with your little grubby hands.
And then we went back.
Yeah. I don't remember very much of it, honestly.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. We were young, so I don't want to say it's a bad wedding, but I mean,
it was your first.
we were treated as 4-year-olds.
Yeah, which is fair.
But it would have been so adorable to be us in like little tuxes.
Yeah, when
Can
you
you
guys said no.
imagine
It would have been adorable.
Would have been adorable.
At some point, Ian would have put the pillow where you put the rings. I don't know if they do that still, and just put it as a hat.
Probably. Put the ring on my head.
Yeah, and then, like that doesn't go there, honey.
Oh, but it does.
If you like
Honey.
it, you put a ring on it.
Yeah.
He likes his head, you put a ring
I
on
like
it.
myself. But yeah, and then second wedding was our cousin Anya's 2 months ago. It was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It was,
Also, nobody on the dance floor.
yeah.
Mostly
Except
Nobody wants to watch
except
dinosaurs.
when we did the chicken dance
me. Yeah, everybody was.
and
on.
the cha-cha slide.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
Except
everyone.
nobody was doing it together, and we weren't in like a good formation. We were bumping
No,
into each
it
other.
was haphazard.
And that's because our dad's cousins requested those songs.
Oh sure, and that was the only ones people
Yeah.
would.
I did dance with one of his cousins. She grabbed me. She's like, "We're going."
You're like, all right.
Yeah.
And then Ryan yelled at me for a different song, and I was like,
So it was all country music, and
Sure.
I'm like, we need some rock in here.
Pietro's a big fan of country. Not knocking it. Not the greatest dance music.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I requested for any kind of rock, and the guy was like, I could play Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, and I'm like, yeah, that's great, that counts. And so I made the request, and the song starts playing, and I go out on the dance floor, and Ian's just sitting there. And I'm like,
I
no,
had just left.
you
the
gotta
dance
come
floor.
with me, and we gotta dance. And he's like, no, and he just refused to, and I was there all by myself. I think one of Dad's cousins ended up coming to dance, but it was just me.
I think both of them did. Shay and
Maybe.
Shelly.
And,
And,
what was her name?
Susan.
Susan.
It was
Susan.
Yeah. Yeah. She was cool. I like
She
her.
was cool.
Her daughter was interesting. Sue, yeah. Her daughter was interesting, though, because she just was on her phone the entire time.
Oh yeah.
I asked her to dance several times, too, and she also said
She
no.
was just there.
Yeah.
That happens.
Sure, she's a
It's
nice
going to
gal.
quinceañera.
Yeah. I mean, it was very awkward because, like, for her and us, like, this is the first person... Well, I mean, she goes on
These
trips
girls'
with these
trips.
ladies all the time because Dad's side of the family has women's trips all the time.
But they all live on, like, the East Coast,
Very
so, like,
exclusive.
yeah.
But,
Yeah, and she goes on those trips, but she didn't interact with anybody. Like, she was literally on her phone the entire three days. And it's like, but you
and we
know
would
these
try to
people.
talk to her, too.
Yeah.
And, like, make her feel included.
Yeah.
She didn't want it.
Wasn't super interested.
It is what it is.
It's what it is.
Then we didn't even get to dance with Anya at all.
No, we didn't. Which was a bummer. We wanted to.
She wanted us.
Why not?
Everybody else.
Oh, there's too many people.
She's the bride.
Yeah, I understand that. But when you said like no one was dancing, I kind of translated to that too.
I mean,
well, there was a lot of times where they weren't either, or they were going around schmoozing and thanking
like talking to people, or people would take them away,
making their rounds.
Sure.
Yeah, it just didn't work out.
I would hate that. That's like the worst thing that I would hate at a wedding. Like, I don't want to be taken away by someone. Like, come to me.
Yeah.
Come to me. It's my wedding. I'm tired.
Because how they did it is like, we weren't allowed to eat until they came back, and the photographers took them around the whole property to take pictures. It was really annoying. And then they came, they walked in, and then we were allowed to go eat. But when we went to get food, that's when they would walk around and saying like, "Oh, thanks for coming" and all that stuff. But like, and I felt bad for them because they did not get to eat.
No.
Oh yeah.
Like, I guess they got a small plate beforehand, but like,
I can't imagine going throughout my whole wedding and not having something to snack on.
right?
I know
Like, that is gonna be one person's role. Like, hold the snack.
I know that we're gonna talk more about this later, but that's one of the parts of weddings that I'm not a fan of is the whole pageantry and pomp and circumstance of it. No.
Terrible.
Yeah, not for me.
But yeah, I mean, it was really nice. It was really nice to see Anya because we don't get to see her a lot since she moved back to Texas. And see the rest of the family.
Many of whom we haven't seen in 25 years or so.
And the others, it's probably been at least 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, a lot of people at the weddings that I went to, I did not know.
You've been to some of your friends' weddings, right?
Yeah, I had a friend at the museum who got married, and a bunch of us went to that wedding, and that was a lot of fun. Oh. The ceremony was pretty small and very quick, and then the reception was in a different place in like a hall, and it was nice. It was fun. A lot of dancing. There was a whole table of like museum kids, and then like the family members and stuff, and we had a good time dancing and eating. It was fun.
Sounds similar to like Gabby's quince, where there was one table of band kids.
Yeah.
So all her friends, and then her huge family.
It was so stressful though because it was in LA. I don't remember where, and I had school that day because it was like a Thursday or Friday or something.
Yeah.
So I had to like leave school like a little early, like leave class early, and go, which I never liked to do, and then go down, pick Daisy up in Burbank, who was not ready on time, of course. And then go drive into LA and try and get there by like 2 or something like that. And it was so close, and I was so stressed out. It was very stressful, but it all worked out, and we all had a good time. It was fun.
Is it the only other wedding
that I can think of? I don't think I've been to another one.
Yeah, all my friends who I thought I would go to their wedding, they all eloped.
Yeah.
And I was kind of bummed about that because I was like, I've never been to, because at that point I had only been to our aunt's when I was 4, so it's like, I want to experience this, especially before my own, like,
right.
I don't want that to be my first. I don't know how to do things right. Yeah. But
do you think they will be invited to Raga's wedding?
I mean, he better invite me.
He hasn't already?
Well, it hasn't been planned out.
Yeah, they're thinking in like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Because she's about to start her residency, and I guess in years 1 and 2, you're like bottom of the barrel, so you don't usually get the time you request off, and you don't get holidays or anything. In your 3rd year, you start getting holidays and stuff, and they work 6 days a week, 12 hours a week. She's like, I don't want to do a wedding in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah. 100% valid. Yeah. So we'll come back to it in a couple years.
We'll come back to it.
But
yeah, I think that's it.
I mean, I hope so. He says he doesn't have a lot of friends or like family for his side, and I'm like, we'll fill your section.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be there.
You lived at my house for 2 months.
Yeah. He's been a bro.
He's a bro. Yeah.
That warrants an invitation.
But yeah, so he'll be the first probably. Because Kevin, Jasmine, Bree, and Sebastian, they didn't do the wedding thing.
It's so expensive to have a wedding.
Josh, you want to do the wedding thing?
I do and I don't. I like the idea of it all, but it's just so expensive. It's a lot of like planning out very specific things, having to organize a bunch of people. I already hate organizing my own family, and that's just 5 people.
Right.
Like, to have so many other people that I need to deal with, like, that's just seems like a hell.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys will probably be fine. You guys are all, like, on time.
Punctual.
Yeah, on time.
Yeah.
My family was like, please, I'm just, this day, come or go. Like, either.
You're gonna have to tell them like 2 hours earlier. Like
No, it's gonna be the day of. I'll be like, okay, this is happening, this is gonna happen. You come or go, I don't care at this point. Like, you're gonna be there or not. Pick your battles.
Yeah. Yeah, that's valid.
And that's the only thing, because I like the idea of it, but I also just, I don't know. It's a party that I don't want to be at. I just want to go on my vacation.
I like the idea of like a celebration, or like, because I don't like, there's a lot of people I don't get to regularly see. It'd be a good excuse to like get everybody out to California or wherever, and like, you know, have a good time, celebrate your partner and you and all that stuff.
Yeah. I could take it or leave it.
Sure.
Like, I don't need a wedding. I don't much care for it, but I would be happy to have one. Like, if my partner, whenever they arrive, decides that like they want a wedding and she's super excited about it, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. We'll go for it. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't need it.
I also just feel like doing like a courthouse thing is kind of so like anticlimactic in a way. Like,
yeah, but for me, like, I don't like I said, I don't need that pomp and circumstance. I don't need the big party. I don't need to be up in front of people and giving vows and stuff. Like, for me, like, marriage is like a between me and her sort of deal. Like, are we cool? We good? Is this what we want to do? Great.
I mean, for me, I definitely want more of just like a celebration than like a spotlight on me type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, sure, we'll get up, we'll do the I do's. I don't know if I want to give a vow in front of a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I don't know if I would.
I would give a good vow. I think I would give a good vow.
That means I would have to.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have. They didn't. Anya and Pietro, one of them didn't do vows.
No, they both did it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I thought so.
Oh.
Well, that's that. That's that.
I thought one of them just said I do, and then the other one gave vows.
No, I think they both did. But and then Anastasia also read that poem thing that we couldn't hear.
Yeah.
She read it, but the mic did not pick it up at all.
Yeah. Because it was windy and like this. This was weird. They had one speaker in the far back of the venue.
And this
that
is
was
like
it.
a really nice, popular venue. You'd think they have everything like good.
It was interesting.
And then in the middle of the ceremony, Max, Anya's brother, goes, "We can't hear you. Speak loud." Just like, no.
Which like, he's not wrong. Like, nobody could hear it.
But it's a little rude.
Yeah. But you know what? That was all Max did. And he gave a very nice speech for Anya. And
during the toasts.
Yeah, very nice toast for Anya, and he did a great job.
That's good.
All things considered.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for.
But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm cool either way. I don't need the party. I don't need the pomp and circumstance. I get the party more than the ceremony, like having a nice reception, having people come over. Like, I would rather do that.
Sure.
And just have like have family over and have friends over and just like have a celebration than do the ceremony.
Yeah.
And I'd rather just take that money and go on a nice trip afterwards. That's what I would rather do with it.
You get some nice pictures, have some fun. Go on vacation.
Yeah, that's what I would rather do.
My brother Art paid for his friend's vacation.
Wow, really?
Yep.
The whole thing?
Where did they go?
Hawaii. Yeah. For like a weekend. Not a week, a weekend.
Oh, just a weekend?
I think so.
That's so short.
It is, but it's also expensive. So, you know. It's still nice.
That's why I would rather just save my money and go on like a nice trip somewhere that we would really want to go.
Yeah.
And just do that for like a week or something or two and just have a good time instead of spend it on a venue and all these flowers and all this kind of stuff that like we don't need. Mm-hmm. We don't need it. But again, like, it's up to her. Whoever she is. Whatever you want, babe.
You got it.
I'm cool.
Ryan does not care.
I don't. I really don't. And not in a bad way. Not in, like, a apathetic way. Just, like, one way or the other. It's fine.
Would you wear regular, like, black and white tux?
I have no idea what I would wear. I feel like she would dictate that, too.
He'll wear a blue tux.
Oh.
He'll wear a blue tux.
You will?
He will wear a blue tux.
I'd wear a blue tux, yeah. What if I wore a purple tux?
I want a green tux.
That is very pimp like. Very you.
Very pimp-like. That's true. I didn't think about that.
Purple's very
It doesn't have to be bright green.
Okay.
No, that was for me.
Yeah.
Which he's right. I didn't think about that.
Oh, being a pimp?
Yeah, being a pimp in purple, yeah.
Agreed. Yes to all.
Yeah.
I mean, they called you, what was it, a pimp in, like, 8th grade or whatever?
Pippin.
Pippin.
Very different.
Yeah. Close-ish.
Huh?
But
Yeah, one's long stocking, one's...
Well, one's
That's Pippi.
one's a hobbit,
Yeah.
and one is not. Well, I mean, I guess.
Why were you Pippin?
I don't remember. It was a Sam and Lauren thing.
Hmm.
And then Bianca like took it over, and then they didn't like that, and I don't know. It just people call me things. I'm like whatever.
But now he pimpin'.
Sure.
Pippin the pimp.
That could be your rap name.
Yeah.
What about you?
Do you remember the rap names that we came up with in high school? Not you, but it was me, Timmy, and Sam. Percussion Sam?
Yeah, Potter.
No, the Smith.
Oh, tall one.
Yeah, it was Optimus Rhyme was one of them, and Hepatitis G was the other.
Not good ones.
What do you mean not a good one?
Optimus
Hepatitis
Prime.
G.
Hepatitis G.
No.
Optimus Rhyme?
Optimus Rhyme is fine. That one's fine.
You don't like Hepatitis G?
No, not a big fan.
Alright.
Why?
It's hepatitis in it. That's it.
Yeah, but
it's a
he's
G.
got the disease of gangsta.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Matt thing that he would have said when he was all like, I'm a G, you know?
Yeah, like Mad G or whatever. No one.
Matty G, yeah.
Is that what he was called?
I don't remember.
Something like that, and I was always like, why? Why?
He really wanted to be a gangster. He was the tallest, skinniest, nerdiest white boy. No, not even nerd, like geeky.
And he's very soft spoken, but also just like wanting to be hard for whatever reason.
That's one does, I guess.
Like, I don't know.
He would do weird outbursts of like very like stereotypical like
White
thug.
stuff. Oh.
Like
But was that legit, or was that just he was playing a character?
I feel like he's playing a character.
Yeah, I don't think
because
it was real.
people thought something of him and he wanted to change that.
Maybe, or maybe because somebody said something to him once, like, "Oh."
I think it was a joke like
Yeah,
that,
he
like,
just
oh, he's
ran
such a
with it.
gangster, and he's like, oh, people think this is funny.
But they were saying it like sarcastically.
Yeah, it was against him, and he took the joke and ran with it.
He ran with it for a really long time. Like running a marathon over here.
Yeah. How about you? Would you want a big wedding reception and all that jazz?
I mean, I think about 100 people is fine.
Sure.
You know, if there are 100 people to be had.
Yeah, I don't think I could get 100 people
I'm one.
combined. Between
You're
all.
one, we're three.
Perfect.
I mean, I did make a list at one point of who I would invite
Mhm.
after Anya's thing, because my brain was very, like, that was the topic of
Sure,
the day.
it fixated, yeah.
And I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, some of those might be dead by then. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 40.
40? Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, but some might be dead by then.
Yeah. So for anywhere
So-
between like 20 to 40,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give half.
You
Half
say
are dead.
half might be
Yeah,
dead.
half are dead. You didn't specify, so
You
I
didn't
made up my own
specify,
mind.
and really anyone could be dead by
Yeah,
then.
I mean-
anywhere between 1 to 40 people could be there.
I was looking at these two.
Yeah, that's true. It's possible.
Like, it would have to be sooner rather than later if they're gonna make it.
Sure.
But then I have a lot of friends on, like, the maybe list.
Oh, got it.
Or mostly coworkers. And then I put who might be, like, groomsmen. Or, like, the best man.
Sure.
Do you know who would be your best man?
Probably you.
Hey.
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 I have you as a contender.
Well, I don't even win. I don't even win. Wow.
I mean, it'd probably be you. The other option would be Brie.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I don't disagree.
She's probably better at planning stuff than I am anyway.
Oh, 100%. She's very, like, detail.
Yeah.
Like,
can we be co-groomsmen?
you can be co-best men.
And I just get the title, but I just...
You could be the best them.
Ooh.
Knee slap.
I'll give the speech, and she does all the planning. How's that? I'll be the MC, but I'll do the MC part of the best man.
He's the host, and she's the planner.
Yeah.
Hey, Brie, I think we got a good team here.
Yeah.
Because his best man's going to be Evie.
Probably.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So that would be an also best them.
Yeah.
Because the other weird thing I thought of Anya and Pietro's wedding was that all of Anya's bridesmaids, their husbands or partners were his groomsmen.
Yeah, he didn't have any
anybody
representatives
from
of himself.
His solo life.
It's okay. It's hard to be a lone wolf.
Well, it was just interesting to me, and I don't know if part of that's because he's moved so much.
Probably.
Although a lot of people that he knew, I mean, his family came from Brazil.
Sure.
But I just thought that was interesting, but because they all very much seem like couple, and stuff like that. I'm like,
Sure.
what if one of them didn't have a partner?
Then they wouldn't be on the list.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah.
How many groomsmen would you have?
Well, so I have 5 maybes. As groomsmen.
Holy cow.
And then the 2 definite are Ryan and Brie. So, I think that
7? That's a lot.
Well, they're maybes because it depends on how many he picks. So I put a pool.
We could just do I don't know, what's a good number, 3 each?
3 or 4, I guess.
So who's the third then? You already have 2.
I haven't decided. That's why there's a list.
Yeah.
And it depends on at the time maybe I'm not as close to some of these as others.
Sure. For me it'd be Evie, Frank, Edgar, and then probably Art and Johnny.
So 5.
Yeah.
So you got 5 for him.
5 to work with.
Yeah. If I need to cut some of them out.
I don't mind.
But yeah, and then I have who I might want as an officiant.
Is it me?
That'd be weird.
You can't talk to yourself and be like, do you take this man to be do you Joshua, and then he flips and changes outfits.
No, yes? yeah.
He has the half and half thing going on.
That's funny.
No.
Rejected.
I see you don't want me to have fun.
No, I put Chevy.
Yeah.
Or Bazil.
That'd be nice fun. Yeah. Be good. Weddings. They're big. I don't think that a wedding's gonna happen anytime soon.
I think I'm clearly gonna get married before either of you.
You might. That'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
It's
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You meet the love of your life this year, and then 2 years from now, you finally get married to each other.
Maybe.
How long would you wait to propose?
Yeah, good question. How long?
That is a good question.
Or what's the minimum you would wait?
I don't know, because I always think about me and Daisy, we were together for 5 years, and then that did. I mean, realistically, stopped working 2 years.
But I think time also.
But we're also older now.
Yeah, you go faster when you're older.
Yeah, so I don't know, maybe 2 years. I feel like is enough time at this age to kind of get. But I think here, hold me out. Hold me out.
Holding
out.
I think it would require for me, I would have to live with the person.
Yes,
I
that's a big one.
that's
See, we've already lived together for 2 years.
And quite frankly,
Oof. But I don't know, because that also feels really short for me. 2 years, it's that's nothing.
It really is.
See, but some people don't even live with each other before they get married. Raghav and
that's wild to me.
Ashna, they're engaged, but they've never really lived together.
Because that's a whole different thing when you're living with someone. Like, it's easier to go over to someone's place and stay with them, even for a week, even for a month.
Yeah.
But when you're living there, when it's your shared space, that's a whole different dynamic. And I think that that's a really important dynamic.
I do think they both seem to understand, like, you know, what it would require living with each other and stuff.
Well, understanding it conceptually is different than experiencing
and they've done it for
Absolutely.
short amount of times, but he's either somewhere else or whatever, so, like, but they're moving in together, so, I mean, it'll be interesting.
yeah.
I don't think anything between them seems like it would be big enough to, like, cause anything, but there'll definitely be, like, bumps.
Right.
Well, yeah,
Which is
any.
normal.
But also,
anything.
like, she'll be in med school for 72 hours a week, so...
Right. But that
Maybe
would
you
be
don't
a,
have time
that would
to
be a
find
big,
flaws in
big
your
one
partner.
for me, is like having to live together for like a while to really know. So I don't know, maybe 3 years.
So, like, date for a year, move in for 2 years, then...
I feel like by then, especially like at our age, we're getting up
Does that mean
there.
I should be... we should be...
No, everyone's timetable is different in every relationship. But I also feel like I also kind of feel like at a point you either know or you don't know.
Absolutely.
Or like you either know, you know, right? Yes or no is what I'm trying to say. Like, is this a person that I can see myself with for the rest of my life, or is it not?
Yeah.
And
Did
I
you
don't
see
think
that for Daisy?
at a point, yeah. I mean, we definitely talked about it. It was a conversation.
Sure. And then things
Yeah.
How
happen.
far in the marriage talks did you guys get? Or, like, weddings, stuff like that?
Like, as in, what would we want?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it. It was a discussion. Like, she was more into it. But we both were kind of like, I don't really want the wedding, but she was more of like, kind of...
She felt like she's supposed to have
for
a wedding.
you. Well, more for, like, the ceremony of it and the kind of fun of it, but
Just
also...
the art of celebration. Because also, I mean, because for me, also, I feel like we don't really get to celebrate a lot of things, like, that often. Like, yeah, you go out to dinner and stuff, but this is a good reason to have, like...
A big
and a fun event that's, like, different.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, because for me, too, like, I know we go out and have dinner and, like, celebrations, and those are all nice, but it feels too regular.
Right.
To, like, if all I did was, like, go to the courthouse, sign paper, go to dinner, I would just feel like it was a regular, everyday thing, and I do think it is, like, a big achievement or milestone. So
I think it should be, and I think
it
that
deserves a little bit more.
a little yeah, I agree with that, which is why I'm cool with it. Like, I'm down, but like, it's not. I would lean more again towards like having like a nice get together.
Yeah, and I'm not advocating for, like, spending thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I don't even think you should spend that much on a ring.
Right.
How much should you spend? Or how much do you think is fine? to spend?
Engagement ring or wedding ring?
Let's go one by one. Engagement.
I don't understand any of this, so I have no frame of reference.
I don't know the prices of rings.
I had a conversation about this with my coworker because everyone's married except for like 2 of us, and I asked them how much they spend on their rings.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Also, I want to throw this out here. I know you asked me when I would propose. I would be happy if she proposed too.
That would be like.
I would also be happy if he proposed.
Yeah.
Same.
Because again, equality.
I think the cutest thing, and this should become more of a trend, is both people
proposing.
propose.
Yeah, I love those stories where like it's like, oh, I brought the ring to Disney. Like, have you seen that? Like, I brought the ring to Disney because I was gonna propose to him, and then he proposed to me, and we proposed to each other. It's like, that's cute.
Yeah,
That's
they have the
cute.
same thought.
Or, like, I know for, I think Ashley and Jean, they both proposed to each other, right?
Ashley proposed to. Oh no,
Jean
proposed,
proposed,
to
but I
Ashley.
thought he said he did
Later. Yeah.
Yeah, which is cute too. It doesn't have to be at the same time.
No, absolutely not.
Like, you know, everybody has a different idea of, like, how or when they want to do it. Like, maybe you're waiting for a specific moment, like,
Right.
oh, we're gonna go to the beach or maybe to Hawaii or something,
Yeah.
and that's not gonna happen for a certain amount of time. But one person's like, oh, but this place is really special to me, so I want to do it here.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I think that's fair, and I think that's nice because you both feel wanted. It's not just like, oh, well, I decided it's time, and the other one's like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember there was a teacher that I had, like an English teacher. Loved her. She was hilarious. And she had a boyfriend who proposed to her, and she said no.
Ooh.
But that didn't end the relationship. She was just like, no, not now. Like, we have so much stuff going on. Like,
Hold it.
That's
like, ask
why
me
I
and
would
then that's it.
never do a public proposal.
Oh, it wasn't public. It was pizza.
No,
it was
I
just
know,
private.
but I'm just saying.
If you're doing
No.
a public proposal
You better
and you're
know
not
it's a yes.
99% confident, I'll give you the 1% because, like, there could be a random thing that you don't know about that's, like, you know.
Sure. My
But-
dog just died.
Or, like, you know, maybe somebody has something in their past and they're not,
Sure.
this would make them face it and they're not ready for
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Or something like that. Some weird circumstance. But, you like, if you're doing a public thing,
You better
you
know.
need to know.
Also, I wouldn't want to do public anyway, just because it's so much pressure on both of you. You know, like nobody needs.
I mean,
that kind
it
of
is and
pressure.
it isn't. When
If
it
you're
feels-
doing it in public, people are gonna look at you. People
No.
are gonna expect the other person to say yes.
I've never.
No.
I want to say though. I know it's a common thing in movies. I've never seen somebody propose at a restaurant, and maybe I just don't go to
At a
nicer
restaurant,
restaurants.
no. People propose at the observatory all the time. I saw so
Oh,
many
that's
proposals
Sure.
because it's beautiful up there.
But that's the thing.
I've
though.
never seen somebody do it at Disneyland either. Sorry.
But that's the thing, though. Like with proposals, and you say it's a lot of pressure. I feel like when it feels right, it's there's no one else. It's just the two of you.
I think it depends because I know, and I don't want to speak for people all the time, but like Raghav recently proposed to his fiance, and you know he was going to Hawaii and everything, and it was such like not just him expecting like such a big thing like culturally and from her family, it was kind of like expected to be like a big event for
sure.
both families to partake in, and so he kind of felt more pressure because it's like, okay, like, you know, I want this to go well, and they went to Hawaii, so like you're not even home, and like, yeah, he knew she was gonna say yes, because, you know, he was waiting for her to finish med school before they went on a trip to like celebrate and propose, but and for him, most of the stress was just like planning a trip for so many people.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't even just
I would
like
hate
about the
that.
proposal itself.
I
But
would
like
hate
also
that.
finding a photographer and getting all that right was like, it's just all the logistics is stressful.
Yeah.
I would not want that. People can take their photos of us. That's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be professional. Wait until the wedding if you have that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, your engagement photo can be like.
You know what I love though? During the eclipse, all the people who took like eclipse proposal photos. Do you see those?
No.
No, it's the like them kissing and the moon's in the
Or
background.
like proposing and it's in the sky.
Yeah.
Very like.
No, I can see that.
It looks so cool. I'm like, man.
The sun may be blocked out, but the light of my life is still here.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were gonna go. Cheesy stuff, you know.
No, I was.
Are you a fan of cheesy?
I'm a potatoes,
depends.
yes.
On the egg, sure.
In my food, yes. In my jokes, no.
It kind of depends.
It's
situational.
Sometimes it
It's
hits, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think it is different when you're in a relationship and when you're in love. The things that are cheesy and cringy on the
Are cute.
outside are cute
No,
in
absolutely.
perspective.
Absolutely. But yeah, marriage.
Hi.
Ryan has you guys.
Hi, Auntie.
And Mom when she gets here.
Mom, when she,
In a year.
In a year. Yeah. Over winter break when she has time to catch up.
Or summer break when she's
Debilitated.
she can't go anywhere. Ryan just goes into the living room, puts on the TV
Yeah.
or our podcast
Yeah,
playlist.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I know you wanted to watch this so badly.
Just keep going.
Yeah, you
Don't
got
fall
it.
asleep.
She will. Yeah.
What?
Weddings. Marriage.
So what did Daisy want out of her wedding?
From what I remember, this was like years ago, but like she likes the beach, so I think ideally like a beach kind of wedding. Dude, I don't know. It's been so
I
long.
would not
I
want to
don't
get
remember.
married on a beach.
Sand
I don't.
everywhere.
I don't think she wanted it on the beach, but on like at least having
The
a
beach in the
picturesque
background.
beach
On
background.
a pier could be cute.
Yeah.
Pier would be nice. Yeah. I agree with that. But then you gotta deal with wind is the thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Beaches are windy.
Sure.
It's freaking windy over here.
What about in Hawaii?
I mean, dude, destination wedding. It's nice.
It's expensive.
Expensive,
Expensive
yeah.
as hell, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like destination weddings are hard because it's like, yeah, it's such a cool idea,
But coordinating.
but requiring all your guests to fly out is like,
well, you can't ask for wedding gifts at that point.
Yeah.
Like, your gift is your attendance and
which is what Anya said. She's like, I know you're all coming out, you know, if you want to donate a little something or buy some gifts, that's greatly appreciated, but
Not necessary.
like your presence is enough. Although if you live in the area, gifts are required. No, I'm just kidding.
When we did give her a gift, we took some very great pictures for her.
We gave her some cash.
Yeah.
We. But yeah.
I like the speeches that a lot of people give. I wish
I've seen so many bad speeches.
a lot of the speeches weren't so like inside jokes. Like if you're making a speech, it has to be entertaining for everyone. You can't just make it about like inside.
Well,
jokes
I think
between
inside
you and
jokes are okay. There's definitely a limit.
There is. Yeah.
Agreed.
Also, I don't like the speeches where the men are just like basically saying how much of like an asshole they are.
Oh sure.
And like, but she loves me anyway, or like overtly sexualizing their wife in front of everybody, in front of both their families, and like,
Yeah.
and like, oh, she's gonna do me later, and it's like, bro, why do you think this is okay?
Right.
Is it because it's masculine? Go watch last episode.
Probably.
But yeah, it's weird.
But I also hate weddings where the people cannot say words because they're too busy crying. I'm like, get it together, girl. Like, sure, it's
You've known about this for long enough.
I understand it's an emotional moment, and I'm glad that you're feeling all that stuff. But like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, and I don't understand a word.
There's no subtitles here.
See, what I would love. See, what I would love is like if they have that moment where like the bride or whatever is like having a moment where she can't just say anything. And it's like, it's okay. Stephanie, can you come here? No, I'm here to translate. And then we were together. She's saying that she adores everything you've ever done. You can never live without you.
Get a translator.
That would be really funny.
She says she values all you ever do for her, and that yes, she may be cranky some days, but you still can deal with that. I also did not get that one. I don't know what she said.
No idea.
Thank you for coming.
I would love something like that. That'd be hilarious. That's a good
funny,
bit.
Funny. That's funny. That is a good bit. I agree.
What season would you want to get married in?
Autumn.
I'm a fall guy in general. I do like fall.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like a nice spring wedding is nice too. Summer is too hot, especially here in Cali.
I want it to be cold.
Would you do a winter wedding?
I would. He probably wouldn't.
Well, here it's not that bad.
No.
True.
I would,
gloomy though. I'd want it to be.
I love gloomy.
The smile.
Well, you're evil. No.
It is like gloomy.
I mean, for us, and maybe this will just have to be related more to the proposal instead of the wedding, but I just like the relevance of Stitch.
Sure.
And his number 626.
So June 26th.
Either June 26th or June in the year 26, but that's probably not happening.
Oh, so that's 2 years away.
Yeah, that's not happening.
So you got time.
That's not happening anytime soon.
So we have
Unless something big happens in both of our lives, or really, really big in one of our
But I've
lives.
always just thought that'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, why not?
Because I like
what you have to do is June 26, 26. 62626.
2626.
Yeah, 62626. And then either backwards too, 62626. It's a palindrome of your favorite number.
Is there
Yeah, because it's the same forwards and backwards. That's a palindrome.
Normally it's
Sure.
dedicated to letters, but yeah, I get you.
I mean,
It could be numbers.
technically there's a 0 in there.
Only if you add the 0.
He's adding
If
it.
you write shorthand 6/26/26, no 0. To be seen.
Sure. And we'll have to say I do at 6:26 p.m.
Ooh,
That's you're asking for a lot.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
No.
You gotta
We
do
have
that
the
quick, 'cause
day.
You only have 1 minute to get
Yeah,
that.
we have the day.
We had
We have the day of the year.
one of us
the
does it in the
month.
morning, one of us does it at night. Because,
No.
we only have
No.
a minute.
No one's staying there 12 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't stay there 12 hours.
Josh, like, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm out here. Peace.
Also, you expect me to be awake at 6?
Yeah, it's like I'm out of here. Peace. I would be, out of all of us, I'd probably be the one to dip out of my own wedding.
Yes.
And it's like,
To
I'm-
go
I'm-
on that question train, morning, evening, wedding.
I'm not having a morning wedding.
Yeah, I don't want to wake up.
Yeah. It's
But do
all,
you want to grab a brush and put on a little makeup?
yeah.
No.
Well, okay, we have different opinions on that.
Do what
You can
want.
do it.
Sure. No, but definitely.
Like, I don't think we need all day to get ready. So, like, it
No,
could
It's
be...
like after, like 2
It could be an
o'clock,
afternoon.
Yeah, give me 30
It
minutes.
depends on the weather, though. Like, if it's gonna be hot, you can't do 2 o'clock, right?
That's true.
But, I mean, I'd probably say evening, because you start at, like, let's say 5 or 6. Earliest could be, like, 4 for the ceremony. And then, you know, that could be, like, a 30-minute thing.
Crank that baby out.
I mean, Anya's was 20.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Quick.
And then, you know,
You
you
did a sand thing that I still don't understand.
take some photos. Yeah, they each had, like, a vial of pink and blue sand. And then they poured it into a thing and mixed it. But, it like, the way it went about it was not clear to the audience or anything. Because, again, we couldn't hear anything.
Sure.
It was a Brazilian thing, I think. Which is cool.
I like the idea of it, but also the sand didn't really mix. It was, like, the pink on top of the blue. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, I like the symbolism of, like, they're combining their lives type of thing. And, like,
Agreed.
now we're... You just won, but it kind of just ended like...
Yeah.
It's a good concept. You understand what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was a lovely wedding. It was a really nice location.
Yeah.
I liked the location. I didn't know, like, how they executed everything, but, like, that size of, like, an outdoor area would be really nice.
Yeah, I agree. I concur even.
I do wish we had a nicer, flatter backyard, because it'd be cheapest just to do it here.
It is funny though because way back when Daisy first came here, her mom had just gotten married, like maybe within the year prior to that, and she was like, it would have been so nice to have the wedding down at the bottom under the big oak tree.
Yeah,
Just put like a nice like arch up, and you could put the chairs out down there, like on the soccer field or the old soccer field.
the only problem is, like,
Getting everyone down there.
getting everyone, especially, like, older people down there, and then getting them back up and stuff. And I'm like, we would need, like, a service of somebody, like,
service.
driving, like, a golf cart of people up and down the
Yeah.
ramp.
Yeah, which could be doable, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, wedding.
Weddings, huh?
Would you do a themed? Are we doing a themed?
I don't know.
Or are we just having colors like green and blue?
Sure. I don't know. I haven't thought of that.
Are we doing, like, Star Wars?
No. We're probably not even doing Stitch.
Probably not.
Yeah.
A Hawaiian themed wedding. If it's gonna be Hawaiian themed, we might as well just go to Hawaii.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Then you don't have to pay for the extra decorations that's there. You're there.
I want to be next to a penguin.
What do you think happens in Hawaii?
Penguins.
I thought he just meant in general, and you're thinking he wants a penguin in Hawaii.
Yeah, I do want a penguin in Hawaii.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, just
I get it.
a little ring bearer.
It's a penguin.
Whether it's a dog or a little child,
A
can
penguin.
be, or a real penguin. I was gonna say we could put them in a penguin costume.
Sure.
A little pug in a penguin costume.
It'd be adorable.
Pretty cute.
I'm for it.
It's pretty cute.
Pretty cute.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I can't make decisions when I don't have a co-decider.
Yeah. What would be
Someone
your,
to make the decision.
if she asked you, like, hey, do you have any ideas on theme?
If she gave you
Yeah.
2 options, would you be able to choose one of the 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
And what if we
I could
gave
make choices.
3?
But what if she wanted you to contribute into the option
I would help.
with
Contributions? Contributions.
Yeah,
give us an idea?
I don't have any right now. It's
What-
not
what-
something that's on my mind.
Would you do space?
What kind of...
No. Well,
I wonder if you could do a wedding at the observatory.
Probably.
Probably. You could rent it out. You need money though.
What if I give you, like, she's like, hey, I have a lot of these things. You get to handle the flowers. You gotta pick the flowers.
I could do that.
You can pick flowers?
You know what's funny? Did I talk about this at Valentine's Day? Or
No.
going to, because I got mom flowers for Valentine's Day,
Sure,
obviously.
sure. Oh, yeah, no, we talked about flowers.
Yeah.
And he invalidated you.
Right.
Yeah.
But like going to Vaughn's or like any flower place on Valentine's Day is the funniest thing because it's just like a bunch of dudes who have no idea what they're doing. Just like, oh no, I guess that's a flower. I have no idea what their partner is like.
We were talking about it with Raghav, because he bought Ashna flowers for her graduation. She came back with like 3 vases of flowers.
Mhm.
And, you know, we were talking about how, like, it sucks that, like, you know, they just die.
Yeah.
Because, like, she got them on, like, Wednesday. On Thursday, Friday, they were already, like, wilting.
They shouldn't be. You gotta cut the stems and you put the water in and put the food in and it should be fine.
Did that.
I don't think they put food in there.
It comes with packet that you pour in.
I was there. I did that.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
I still died? Because I would get daisy flowers all the
Like
time.
the
Also
outer,
not in the sunlight.
the outer layers of the petals are like falling off.
They need.
Yeah, they're on our living room table.
Yeah.
Or the dining room
Daisy
table.
would have them like in her bedroom and they were fine.
Josh at one point put a flashlight on them. I think. Was it you?
That was me.
Oh, somebody did that.
Somebody. There's 2 options.
Yeah.
No, there's 4.
Well, it's not Josh and it's not you.
Yeah.
So there's 2.
Oh, well, 2 left. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably Raga.
He did the math.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Hashtag did the math.
Hashtag did the math.
The math is math.
But yeah, I can do flowers. I'm good at buying flowers.
What's your favorite flower?
Petunias.
Do cherry blossoms count as a flower?
Sure.
Yeah.
I like cherry blossoms. I like tulips.
Would you guys have Japanese themed weddings?
No.
Okay.
Unless she was Japanese, I guess. And, you know,
Unless it's appropriate.
culturally appropriate, yeah.
Well, because I feel like cherry blossoms would really stick out in a wedding if it wasn't Japanese themed.
Yes
yeah,
and
but I'm
no.
not saying that I would get. You just asked me a
No, I
question
know.
of what my favorite flower is. I like cherry
What's your
blossoms.
favorite?
I like tulips.
I know what
No,
your
I
like
favorite is, but
orchids.
for the sake of the podcast.
What were you saying? Finish your
I
sentence.
don't
'cause
know. I
you-
was trying to answer the question you
Yeah.
asked me, and then you kept asking other things.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Cherry blossoms, tulips. I like orchids. You know,
Love
you like
orchids.
orchids.
Love orchids.
Roses are nice. They're kind of generic, but they're still pretty. That's all I can think of right now.
Can't go wrong with a nice rose.
No.
Carnations, of course.
Yeah, orchids are my favorite flowers. I like the purple ones.
Yeah,
Because they're also the ones that my mom likes.
yeah,
And I think I just kind of copied and pasted that.
yeah.
But the amount of joy that I saw my mom have over seeing a purple orchid is just so unequivocal to anything else that I could ever imagine.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the one. That's the flower I like.
His mom also had a lot of joy over the flower I gave Josh, and she repossessed.
Nice.
Still alive.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah. Because the first one I gave him, he did not keep alive.
No. Plants are hard.
Plants are
Not
hard.
saying they're not.
Plants are hard, man.
Plants are hard. Yeah, what's your favorite flower?
I like the little poofy marigolds.
Yeah.
Poofy miracles is what they're
Marigolds.
Marigold.
Marigolds.
Poppies are nice too. Have you guys ever gone in the poppy fields, like in the bloom?
I have not.
Super blooms. Very
I mean,
pretty.
I've been because we've been together, but
Yeah.
I see like the
I went with Auntie.
Oh,
because you
okay.
can
last
go like
year.
this and then like poofy.
Poof, poof, yeah.
Poof poof.
Yeah, it's the poof poofs.
I've just always like that.
Pretty.
I like poofy things.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's why you like my hair.
Mm.
It's true. Looks at hair.
Well, thank you for listening to us ramble.
Yeah. As we do.
And this has been wedding / marriage. Well, not so much marriage. Weddings.
We talked about marriage a fair bit.
And mostly his marriage life.
Yeah, for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have one.
Yeah, we don't have one.
I don't either. I'm farther than you are.
Are you?
Yeah, you need a partner for that typically.
Typically. Yeah.
Typically.
No, he's right. He's right.
Well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be here every Tuesday. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Good one.